Yeah, I think they canceled a portion of it, not the whole thing. I think they said they canceled the expo, but didn't cancel the some other part or whatever. I don't even know the difference between the two, so don't even get
I
me to
wanted
try
to
to
go to
explain it.
the one of these years. I'm gonna go to the tattoo convention downtown. I was gonna sign up. I was gonna hit Cole up and see if he could put me on his list. But I'm like, man, I'm not really trying to be downtown waiting in line to get no tattoo. Ain't no telling how long it's gonna take. Plus, I don't like big crowds of people.
I mean, if you got to be in line, that's one thing. If you could be like on a list where you can go around and like enjoy yourself, then you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a list. Yeah, I was just too late to get on it. All right, let's get the show started, man. Welcome back to the JMatt Show.
Where's my music?
Yeah, you know, I was actually trying to figure that out, but it's just gonna have to wait until we get the new shit, man. Music ain't here, man.
Damn.
Music ain't here. Oh well. Hum something in your mind.
Nope, just gonna let it go, man, because
With
I
your
already see.
imagination.
Because I'm gonna start like humming it, and then I'm gonna drop an F-bomb.
That easy?
That easy, just because y'all know that's my favorite part of the show, man, and you know we not prepared right now.
Humming makes you curse?
No, not having the theme song intro is gonna make me curse.
Well, we back for another rendition of the JMatt Show.
Rendition.
And let me say this before I forget. I appreciate everybody listening, everybody that's tuning in, new listeners, old listeners. I appreciate the love. I see it. I see it in the analytics. I get the numbers. But like we was just talking about attacking these algorithms, the algorithms really don't care if you viewing or listening to the JMatt Show. The only way it works is if you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that cheesy stuff that the YouTubers say. It's actually a real thing.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
to the
you gotta
JMatt Show.
subscribe. So I appreciate y'all listening. If y'all really rock with me, subscribe, like, favorite, whatever, because that's the only way that new people is gonna get hip to the JMatt Show. Because I ain't famous.
And then come talk some shit in the comments.
Yeah, people scared. People scared to talk shit in the comments.
Because I'm
man.
gonna talk some shit back.
Yeah, they nervous. I think they nervous to get involved because most people don't really want to put their true feelings out there to be critiqued. That's why I really like the podcast shit. It's fun.
It's a outlet for me.
I almost be like, I want a motherfucker would nigga say something.
Look, you know, I'm like super professional throughout my day,
You are though.
and the JMatt Show is when I get to come and let my shit out.
Yeah, not literally, figuratively speaking. Ain't no farting down here. Ain't nobody. That was one thing I was hoping didn't happen on the show yet. It's like,
And I'm kind of surprised
because I'm not gonna edit it.
all these shows, and I ain't let one rock
Nobody has yet.
Dang.
I got supplies if it happens.
I'll
I
let
got
you know right now.
incense,
You let one go,
air
whatever.
fresheners.
That's the end of this co-host.
I'm gonna try to cover it up once I get the pussy incense from Erica Badu. Once she reload with the incense.
Hold on. What you mean? Once you get like you order some?
No, I tried, but they sold out in like 19 seconds.
Hey, I did hear that they sold out quick, but still, your intention is to buy the Erica Badu.
I wanna smell it as we go through the show. I just want to have the pussy in the air as we go through the show. Man, I think it would be something interesting to be like the presence of Miss Badu is kind of helping the show
you
along.
can just play one of her albums.
Yeah, but that vibe ain't the same.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about pussy incense smoke.
I wonder if they burning them incense inside of yoga studios. They like hot yoga with Erica Badu pussy. It could be a vibe.
It could be a vibe.
It could be a vibe.
I'm sure it would be. I got my red cup.
Well, enough of that. How was your weekend, man? What'd you do? Anything?
You know what, man? I took myself on a date.
Oh wow!
I went to the auto show.
Seriously, by yourself?
Yeah, went by myself.
Oh, what you was looking at?
Man, I you know what? I used to go every year, but the past couple of years I ain't made it for whatever reason. Can't even remember why. But this year I told myself, I'm like, you know what? I ain't been to the auto show in a couple of years. I'm going, with or without.
The auto show
Somebody.
is kind of cool.
It was dope, man. I go around and enjoy anything. I go in the little room that they got with all the old school cars.
Yeah,
you
in the
know,
back. Yeah, I kinda
I
like
like
that
going
stuff.
through there. And then, I got my few little spots that I hit to try to like. I'm a big fan of Audi. This year, I actually seen a Volkswagen that I actually liked.
SUV or a car?
One of the whips. Other than that, man, like for the most part, like it wasn't too many body style changes this year. So, like if you like a lot of them was the same body styles because I go to car dealerships too and be checking out certain stuff, and then I ain't really see too many things that stood out outside of like probably that Volkswagen, and everything else was still like stuff that I like.
I ain't into cars like that. Like my dad used to get tickets to the auto show damn near every year because he worked for Ford. And the last time I went to the auto show, I took Jacob, and the show, the car that stood out to me the most, this is how how long ago it was the damn Lincoln, the fucking Continental.
You know what? It's funny.
That shit was dope. Like when it first dropped, I was like, wow, this
Right.
shit is the nicest vehicle in here.
It's funny. I wouldn't even consider myself to be really into cars, but I enjoy the car show, the auto show. Like it's weird. Like I really enjoy the auto show, but I ain't one of them people that's gonna be subscribing to magazines, and you got people that's in the cars that they be wanting to work on cars, build cars, be wanting to buy a bunch of
Did
cars.
you
They
go
be knowing
through
the
the,
names of all the models. I don't go that far.
Did you go through the Jeep?
I didn't.
You didn't do
I
it?
didn't. I thought about it, but I did it before, and it ain't worth sitting in the line.
It ain't. But
it ain't worth sitting in the
if
line.
you got a little one with you, I had my son with me. It was fun. It was worth it. He wouldn't let me get out the line or walk past that line without getting in that motherfucker.
The last time I went, I had my son with me, man. Me and my son went. We had a ball, but but I used to like literally like during the week, I would like go during it when ain't nobody there, and that's when I really could go and like enjoy it for real.
Yeah.
Like, but like now,
To me, it's like window shopping. I don't like window shopping. There'd be some nice vehicles in there, and I could just only wish and hope that one day something happened where I could get one of these new ass vehicles.
Mm.
Them shit's expensive.
I feel it.
Plus, I don't like buying new cars. I feel like it's a ripoff.
And you know what? And it's
like
fun.
it's one of the worst investments ever.
And it's funny that you say that because I feel the same way. That's why I'm like, it's weird that I'm so into the auto show itself. It's something about the event in itself that I just like going to it. I don't know if it turned into like a traditional thing for me, and then I just felt like, man, I ain't been in a minute. I got to get back. But I'm the same way. Like I feel like cars are a ripoff, but I still like going and looking at them.
See, that's why I'm all them years of me working in insurance and just knowing all that depreciation. That should have make you depressed. Like I just spent how much, and I just drove it 2 miles, and I lost 15 grand already. I'm good.
I'm good. And then if you paying a note, you paying more interest on your note than what you paying towards the principal on the car.
Yeah, man.
So you paying all that money. You look up like, why I got so much money left on this car? Because you've been paying all interest.
Don't hustle backwards, y'all, man. Like a lot of people though, they really put a lot of stock into that vehicle because the vehicle is like a status symbol, especially with black folks. If you pushing a nice whip, people are just gonna assume you got everything going on. But a lot of motherfuckers is very close to just living out of their whip. And that's it.
And depending on your situation, we get the whip based off of what we trying to attract sometimes.
Oh, of course. If you a man, that is exactly how you base your whip. Like, what you trying to have in the passenger seat? Like that's the visual. It's like you picture yourself rolling with your significant other whenever you car shopping. If you a man, if you ain't, something wrong with you. You know what I did this weekend? I went and celebrated early birthday celebration for Jay Lee. So tomorrow she turning 13, which is why.
Happy birthday, Jay Lee.
Yeah, we went this weekend because it's the middle of the week. Tomorrow we'll be going out to dinner to officially celebrate her 13th B-Day. So we went to Scene 75.
Teenager.
I know. I'm gonna need your input, man, because you've been you seasoned already. I'm gonna need some input on this teenager shit, but
you got a girl though.
I know. I feel like I'm blessed because Jay Lee is great, man. At least for right now. The only thing with girls is like they sneaky, and I don't like sneaky shit. So as long as she continues to be truthful with me and honest, I think I'll be good.
You know what?
I'll be good.
So what's gonna happen when she tell that first lie? That first big lie.
The thing is, I'm already expecting it because that's what kids do. So I'm expecting it, and I'm gonna let her know that I'm gonna give her that disappointment talk. That's like the worst talk you could give a kid, right? A kid that really love you and respect you is like for you to let them know that you disappointed. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna work that angle. I'm gonna like tug at her little emotional strings and just guilt her to death into being good.
So it's funny because, like when it comes to the marital thing, you look at me like, youngster, and then I'm hearing you talk about
the children, and you like,
right. I'm like,
OG vet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna let you know right now. You gonna give her the I'm disappointed talk, and she's gonna get over it.
How quickly though?
Huh?
How quickly?
As
a couple hours or a weekend?
As quick as whatever it is that she wants to do next.
Take that a bitch.
Allows her to.
I'm a man just as it goes, man. I'm not trying to think too far in the future with this because that could give me some anxiety. I've worked out all the stress in my life, and I'm gonna go ahead and like inch towards this one, like one step at a time, man. I'm not really trying to rush nothing, man. For real,
man. All I can say
I ain't
is
trying to rush it.
Have fun with being just irritated at the teenage portion of fatherhood.
It was so interesting, the conversations that were going on in the backseat of our car on the way to Scene 75, and it was like a 40-minute drive. Mm-hmm. Just listening to them talk, I'm looking at my wife like, do you hear these
listen to the kids talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. They don't have no shame either. Like, they don't even give a shit that it's two adults sitting in the pad. Mm-mm. I'm like, should I be hearing this?
Can you imagine what they be texting?
Oh my God. That's why I got the Spy app on the phones. Yeah. Ain't shit sliding through the cracks our way, bro.
Yeah, they got a spy breaker app. Hey, dad think he got me. Bleep.
These niggas got little hacker nerd friends at the schoolhouse. They be like, hey, check me out third period behind the motherfucking math lab. Hey, I got you behind social studies. It's dirty though. But they was having a whole debate about the new Drake and Future song as to whose verse was the best.
I'm about to go listen to that.
Like, oh my God.
First of all, I'm gonna let you know right now, I ain't got to hear the song, and it ain't no way in the world Future's verse could have possibly been hotter than Drake's.
Well, it was one of those things. Well, you got to hear the song.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you ain't heard it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, shit, I got you.
I was listening to
you sound exactly like Reggie
here.
too. Because when I was telling Reggie about this conversation, I ain't heard that damn song either.
I ain't heard it. But you know what? But you know what? Like I said,
you probably have heard it.
I was listening to some '70s music on the way over here. But
what you was listening to?
Man, I got a whole playlist of everything. I just let it rock.
Stylistics.
Just got some of that on there too. Everything.
Commodores.
Yep.
Temptations, of course.
That I think it got on there on its own. I don't even think I put it there.
Got the Elements.
Don't got the Elements.
What?
Oh, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah, dude. I'm
you
tripping.
know
I'm
that's
like,
the old nigga.
It ain't
old
even hit
niggas
me
call
at
them
first.
Elements.
Like the Elements. I'm like, oh, I'm tripping. Yeah.
Ohio Players, man. This is a Cleveland podcast. You got to throw out the Ohio Players, man. Come on, man. It goes down. So besides the 13-year-olds and driving to Scene 75 and hearing these interesting conversations, I didn't do much of nothing this weekend. And you mentioned that you was down at the at the auto show. How many people was walking around with masks? None. So, all right, help me understand this, because the coronavirus is basically all you hear anyone talking about in the news. They're talking about how, I guess, it's been the second death reported in the U.S. so far. The biggest, I guess, area of cases is in Washington, DC.
I would like for them to tell
DC.
me how many people died of the flu so far.
Washington State got the most cases of coronavirus. But that's what I was saying. Like, I'm not tripping over the coronavirus because the flu is still the leading killer. Like, until I know people start dropping dead around the area of the flu, and y'all start like really be reporting on the flu like y'all doing the corona, I'm not gonna trip over the coronavirus.
Man,
I'm just not, man.
You realize that every single time that something come out, there's something else behind the scenes that's going on that ends up being exposed, and then we look up, like, look how quick we stop thinking about Ebola, and like some of these other things. It's like
we could
every
run
single
down the
time.
whole little list.
Man, listen,
SARS.
it's It's election year.
You're right.
It's election year. And I'm gonna leave it at that. It is election year, and I'm telling you, it's stuff that happens to distract you from other things that's going on, because somebody is trying to. It's just a position of positioning power right now.
So
And you got to throw something out there. So it's like, what can we do, man? And somebody was sitting there drinking a Corona. Man, so what is we gonna call this shit the coronavirus? Man?
and like, I get. So is it a situation where the coronavirus is now considered to be one of those outbreak situations, because the coronavirus ain't a new thing though. It's been around. So why is it? It's somebody out there.
In my opinion,
let us know.
In my opinion, it's a distraction.
So they basically, I don't get. I'm trying to wrap my mind around it as we're talking. Like, okay, it's been around for a while. There are remedies for it, and it's not like an incurable disease.
Because, man,
why the fuck are they?
So look, I'm at work yesterday, and we was talking.
You
about
can fix it.
We talking about this, and it's funny that you mentioned Washington State, because my supervisor was talking about how the company never speaks on these things when they come out like these, all these sicknesses, whatever you want to call them, because it just creates an unnecessary panic. And he was like, yeah, I can guarantee that the company won't say anything about the coronavirus. Within an hour, we all get emails talking about the coronavirus due to people, employees in Seattle being in a big panic and not wanting to go to work.
Oh my!
Because of exactly what it is that you said.
Because that was where most of the cases
right.
was.
So for legal reasons, they had to communicate stuff through the company. But the point is, you put something out there, people are going to panic. They're going to pay attention to it. And while they're panicking over there, acting a fool about something there, let me go ahead and maneuver what it is that I need to maneuver here. Now, that's the conspiracy. I like to call myself a conspiralist. It's a conspiracist mixed with a realist.
Conspiracist mixed with a realist. Say that word again.
Conspiralist.
Conspiralist.
Can we put that in the JMatt dictionary?
That's going in for sure.
All right. And that's my personal opinion on it. People at home, do not take that.
Conspiralist.
That's
I'm
my
definitely
opinion.
gonna take that one. Because I'll be fucking around.
No. They can take the word. I'm talking about, don't take what it is that I'm saying about the coronavirus and my ideas about what it is that they're. Don't take that with a grain of salt. That's just my personal opinion on it.
Oh yeah, these are not facts.
Yeah, no fact. I'm not even going to check the facts on this.
Man.
This is Wayne's opinion.
Just a sidebar on facts and how not factual the JMatt show is all the time. Like, sometimes we be right on. Sometimes shit be a little iffy. Sometimes we'll have like some details, and sometimes
like that robot.
Thank you. Thank you. I came on here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had the video. I was showing it to everybody, and I'm like, dude, man, the robot takeover is coming. I think everybody was duped by that.
I was amazed when you showed it to me. Like, well, I'll be damned.
Remember they was kicking a nigga in the back, hitting him with hockey sticks and shit.
Smacking this nigga with
It was complete robot abuse,
right?
And it was,
and he was still right on target.
Yeah, but he had the pistol, and he was going through the gauntlet like he was riding a horseback. He dipped off to the side of the horse, was still shooting accurately.
Hey, you see when he picked up like he picked up like a robot dog and took off running with it, man. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this?
He had like Amazon packages and was running with them bitches. And it was like, damn. Everybody was scared, like, holy shit, man.
It's Skynet.
It's like not only is the rednecks in the backwoods of Kentucky like doing like all type of
and they were so
tricks.
super comfortable with it.
They got robots with them too.
Yeah, like they right next to him. He's shooting. They not worried about what he gonna do. They standing in front of the gun. Like he ain't gonna do nothing.
The niggas made robots with the Duck Dynasty camouflage on that motherfucker. Like, these niggas is not playing. So turns out there is an entire, and I actually found out from watching Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan had one of the fucking creators of that YouTube page on his show. And he was like, dude, we do CGI. It's like, this is just what we do. We create interesting CGI. Most of the shit goes viral because you can't tell it from reality.
And they did a great job.
Great job. But that's the other scary shit when you think about the advancement of technology and our kids. Now, if they could dupe us and we done been around the block, we done seen some shit.
Yeah.
Our children how the fuck is our kids going to be able to really decide what's real and what's fake with all this technology? And they're just born with it.
And then they just making it harder for us as parents because when we go and try to talk to the kids and be like, listen,
that ain't real.
Now we got to argue with our kids. And
oh my God.
They think they know every damn
How many
thing.
arguments have you had with your fucking preteens and teens talking about, no, you're wrong.
Daily. and then here's the bad part about it is that no matter how many times we're right, which is pretty much about 100% of the time,
99.999,
they never get to a point where they actually believe us. They will believe their friends that don't know a damn thing before they listen to their parents that have been right 100% of the time.
They gotta wait for their friend to come to school and be like, "Damn, you remember the information I gave to you yesterday at lunch? It was wrong." Then they come back home and be like, "You know what, Dad? Dwayne came to school and said that was all messed up. He got that information from his uncle." Fuck.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you, his uncle smoked crack.
Right. It's fucking.
So he probably just thought he saw that when he was high.
Right. You was what else? Before we get to, I got a couple things I want to talk about that I want to dedicate some time to for real because it's kind of serious. So I don't want to like gloss over it, but I don't know if you consider this serious or not. I'm kind of like, this is like one of your idols. Does you really, really love her? She means a lot to you. Man, you're going to have to explain to me what she's done for you in your life.
Don't do that.
But she took the ultimate L. And all I can say is praise God from whom all blessings flow.
I enjoyed it.
Because God don't like ugly.
I enjoyed it.
And the universe does not let shit slip through the cracks without any type of repercussions. You could call it karma.
So
you could
God
call
did
it
that.
chickens coming home to roost, like Malcolm said. And when they come home to roost, I never was sad. I was glad. When Oprah took that spill talking about balance, I was glad. I don't know how you feel.
Man, listen.
I love them roosters.
Listen,
them chickens.
That could have been my mama that fell on that stage. I enjoy a good laugh no matter who it is. I'm sorry. So when it comes, and I guess that's why I view it different, man. Because it's just a good fall for me. Where it's just like,
fam,
I loved it.
She had kitten heels on. Kitten heels is like they like basically like flats.
Yeah, that's what I say. Them like the like when little girls is like, first getting their first pair of heels.
They training heels.
The Rudy Huxtable joints.
Exactly.
First,
they got all type of straps and buckles on them and shit. They look awkward. They look
and
long
she
like
looked
boats.
And said, "It's the shoe."
With her deep ass, she didn't even get up off the floor before she made the excuse. It's the shoes.
It's the shoes. Just say you
I
fail.
Love bread. Too much bread. Threw off my balance.
Man, when the balance.
But you know what's crazy? As rich as Oprah is and as beloved as Oprah is, I didn't see nobody rush out to help her off the floor.
She didn't seem hurt though, man. Come on, man.
No, she don't have to be hurt.
Right.
Someone should be out there to help, to lend a hand.
But you know what? We never saw. I didn't see. Like, did you see it all to be able to see what happened? Like, how did she get up? Did she get up? If
you see Oprah fall, someone should be running out there to help her up. Where was the stage crew?
I don't know. Like, if I was part of the stage crew, I probably would have been like still laughing a little bit, and then oh shit, I gotta go help her. My bad. But that was a good fall, man. Like, but here's what's disappointing for me about it is that they really deleted all the videos off social media and stuff for that. All of the inappropriate, crazy stuff on social media, y'all deleted. Oh, I mean, come on. Oprah failed. She didn't get shot. She didn't get killed by the police. She didn't like. And you deleted a video of Oprah falling. You son of a bitches. I hate y'all.
Well, Oprah did it.
Well, damn it.
Like
She did do it.
She said, "I demand you guys take my fall from
That is
the
not funny.
internet.
I have to have a whole hip replacement.
I love bread."
What is this bread?
You know what? I can't stand Oprah, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know, really, really, really gets under my skin about
Come on,
Oprah
man.
is
Come
the
on.
fact that she is still the face of weight loss. She
When?
lost weight one time in her life.
She lost weight 30 years ago.
So why is she still the spokesperson for healthy eating? Why is she creating all these things? She got
Wait a
frozen
minute.
dinners.
Hold on.
She still got.
When did she become the spokesperson for it?
You don't remember?
I mean, no, I'm saying
Was it
what do you
Jenny
mean
Craig or
I'm
one
saying-
of those weight loss programs?
But I'm saying still.
Still.
So I would have given it to, at this point, Jennifer Hudson over Oprah.
Jennifer, did she get the skin removal surgery?
I don't know, but Jennifer Hudson looked good after
She's all right.
I'm talking about the weight loss, man.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
She
okay.
Like, yeah, the weight
I
loss.
think she was pretty or big.
Think so?
She wasn't healthy or big, but I thought she was pretty as a BBW. You know, when you lose too much weight, you get that
I don't feel like she looked like the
you get that like your head start. You know,
that's how Oprah looked. She had the big head when she lost her weight back in the day.
Oprah didn't lose enough to get a big head.
She definitely had the big head. Maybe
She
because she
didn't
was
lose
rocking
enough.
the big hair. That was when they had a lot of hairspray back in
Al
the days.
Sharpton got the big head.
Man, first of all, Al Sharpton looked like an earthworm. I don't know what's going on with Al
looked like a
Sharpton.
Fraggle Rock.
Whatever, weight loss challenge he got in, somebody tell him he won. Like, stop.
Wait a
Like, stop. Don't get in no more.
Wait a
Like,
Al was so. I swear he has the all-time best selfie on the internet ever. with the fucking high angle in the mirror in the back. Oh, that was the best selfie ever, man. Hey, you know how they got the memes going around like if this was a person,
hey,
and they have the shit.
Al Sharpton was Wayne Trains before Wayne Trains. Al Sharpton had the headbands and the tube socks. Hey, oh my God, man! Somebody tell Al Sharpton to get off his weight loss program, man. Please.
Man. I wonder if Al is still keeping the weight off.
Al Sharpton look like a skeleton with a perm, man. Like if y'all don't get this dude off, no more challenges, Al.
Who looked worse? And we'll get off this.
Al.
But who looked?
Al.
Which Al?
Sharpton.
Remember Roker?
Sharpton.
Al Roker looked pretty bad.
No.
Is it Al Roker? Remember the weatherman from Channel 3? It'd be in the morning. Good Morning America.
Man, listen, I don't even know who you're talking about. Al Sharpton.
Sharpton. It's just Sharpton.
It's Al Sharpton,
He
man.
take it.
Like he's the worst person that I've seen on some weight loss stuff. That didn't have a disease, or that didn't go and have like the surgery to make itself like lose weight or something like that. Man, you literally went and lost weight and looked worse than you did fat. Like, stop it. You won, my nigga. You got it all. Stop it.
But he's so stylish now, though.
Hey, he out here with spandex shirts with no money. Man, if you don't get that skin out of here, man.
Did he have a headband on?
I swear, man,
He might have had
I might
a
be
headband
wrong, man.
on.
I think he had a headband on,
He
man.
might have brought back the red, blue, and white tube socks with the fat wallet. He might have had his wallet tucked
Hey,
in them
man,
socks.
Al
in that
Sharpton,
picture,
he
man.
had the wristbands on, headband. Al Sharpton had on one of the masks.
He was on his way. He was on his way to hot yoga. All right, man. The other not craziest, but crazy thing I seen this weekend, and we was speaking of like farts and foul shit. Did you see? Did you? This is so embarrassing, man. And this, I'm gonna tell you what it is, but after I seen this, it made me feel bad for every equipment manager out there in the world who has to like stand in the locker room
You ain't talking about James Harden.
and have these motherfuckers throw towels and they fucking jerseys at them, and you know what I'm saying? You know how they treat the equipment, mother, like, oh, man, nigga, take that shit. Yeah, James Harden with the shitty shit.
So that was real.
Man.
I scrolled across that like,
If someone took the time to Photoshop shit streaks in someone's shorts, that is, I don't know what I don't really know how to speak to that. If you
In this day and age, that would shock you.
I guess it wouldn't, but come on, man.
Like that's like minute in comparison to the type of bull. Man, we just got finished talking about dudes that making videos and tricking the world into believing that it's robots. And you think somebody won't do something as simple as be like, oh man, got a picture of James Harden with his legs open.
Man, hold on,
I'm about to put a little bit of
but
brown
this don't,
right there.
No.
I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just saying like it was a perfect opportunity to be on some bullshit.
Well, whoever the Photoshopper was a good artist because it looked very genuine. Like the streaks looked like real shit streaks, bro.
I mean, but like unless you did shit like that was the kind of stain that looked like.
No,
Like,
it looked
like
real.
you just ain't had your shorts washed in a long time or whatever, or you didn't really boo-booed a little bit. And if you did, why you out here still hooping? You need to go handle that.
You think it's fake?
Yeah, I don't think it's real. Or it got to be light in the
But
sun.
he said
I just don't see it.
But he said he was battling the stomach virus and still played. You know it is possible for you to leak a little bit if you play in a game and you got a stomach virus.
Without knowing it?
Possibly. Or maybe he didn't wipe that well.
But it's going through, man. Like, first of all, so that means that you got to think about how thick basketball shorts is. First of all, that like you talking about not wiping well, nigga. You didn't wipe at all if it went that far, and they wear all type of other garments and stuff up under.
You
that.
right, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, come on, man. Like,
Maybe.
that got to be either Photoshop or bad lighting. I'm not feeling it.
Bad lighting.
Bad lighting or something. I mean, 'cause don't get me wrong. I'm always good. I'm always up for a good joke, but some stuff is just like, come on, man, this ain't real.
That looked
And
real.
I'm not feeling it.
That looked real. Well, you've convinced me.
I'm convinced.
Yeah, you convinced me. So my bad to James Harden, man, for perpetuating the lie that you got shit streaks
Hey, wait a minute.
in your NBA draws, man. But to me, man, whoever that artist was did a very good job of realistically portraying shit streaks, man. It really looked like shit streaks, man. It looked like, he went up for a layup.
Stop it, Jay.
And you know how he fall hard sometimes.
Stop it, Jay.
You know what I'm saying? He could have fell hard and a little squirt. He couldn't clinch. Sometimes it's hard to clinch when you're getting fouled. Especially a hard foul in the NBA, man. Anything can happen, man. So if it was Photoshop, my bad to James, my bad to
So pretty much
whatever,
if
bro.
my wife is listens to this one, this is the part of the show where she's decided to press stop and say fuck us. Damn it.
You did, man.
Yeah, I get them in, man.
Yeah, man. Well, you ain't got to do it right now. Unless you want to.
No, I don't, but I will.
Yeah,
I get it
man.
in eventually.
Well, shout out to James Harden, man. I hope you don't have the stomach flu no more.
Hey, man, shout out to the Houston Rockets, man. And the only reason I'm doing a shout out to them is because my favorite NBA player plays for them,
Who?
and I want him to get a ring.
Russell?
Yeah, Russell Westbrook. I didn't say let me correct something. I didn't say he's the best player in the NBA. I said he's my favorite player.
How long
Man.
you been your favorite?
Oh man, since the season that Kevin Durant got hurt when he was still in OKC.
Okay, so who was your favorite before that?
Before that,
Because that was very recent that happened.
no, that was about.
What, 4 years ago?
I'll say this. I was a fan. No, it was longer than that. You got to think about it. KD was in Golden State for 3 years, and then that was a few years before he left Golden State. But
No,
I
that
was
that was the year before he left Golden State.
when KD got hurt. Because I'm gonna tell you,
Oh, you said when he got hurt.
yeah, when KD got hurt, and when KD got hurt, and Russ had to take over the team. I remember for the rest of that season,
okay.
I was looking at Russ. I'm like, man, he's gonna average like when KD come back, I'm like, he's gonna average a triple double. And for the next 3 years straight after that, man, he averaged a triple double for 3 seasons in a row. And I seen it. His game changed when KD had got hurt when he was there. But whatever the case, I was a fan of Russell Westbrook because I like dogs. Like my favorite player of all time is Barkley. No rings, but Barkley was just.
That's
was
your
just a
favorite
dog
player of all time?
of all time.
I'm
Yeah,
learning
Barkley.
something today, man.
Yeah, Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
Again, not the best player. It's just I just got certain players that it is I like. Like I like
underdogs.
Like I like underdogs too,
Unsung
and
heroes.
I like Greek Freak. And I like Greek Freak because I just like them players that's just I like the Jimmy Butlers. I like, what's his name? Pat Beverly. I like them, them gritty, grimy players, man. I love players like that, man. And Russ, he that dude, man. He kind of lost me for a minute because I felt like he was doing a little bit too much crime. But I feel like he done got back in his element where he dogging again. And them going small ball in Houston, it's putting him back in that position to be like, man, I'm coming straight at you, man. I love his motor, man. He go at you, man.
Yeah, he do. Yeah. He do. He definitely go hard for sure.
Yeah, I like him.
All right. Well, that was our sports segment of the show.
Yeah. Shout out to James Harden, Dookie Street. Gave me a chance to be able to shout out my boy Russ.
I would, man. If that was real, man, imagine him taking them shorts off and just throwing them at the equipment dude. Like imagine having. And I actually
I'm not going to imagine it.
Well, I did
because that's when I got to lose my job. The whole locker room got to beat me up. You just threw some shitty shorts at me. We got to fight.
But imagine how horrible some of that shit is that them players take off after them games.
But you really think on a professional level at this point, man? Like, first of all, you making millions. Yes. You really want to sit up there and start an issue with somebody and have to pay? Because I'm looking like you throw some shitty shorts at me. Excuse me. Let me retract my previous statement. You throw some shitty shorts at me.
Not even throwing them, though.
Or whatever. We're not fighting. We're going to court.
Not even throwing them. But just having to wash all these undergarments from players that done been out here for hours. Some of them might have stomach viruses. Some of them might have had the fucking flu bug and diarrhea and shit.
Man, you acting like somebody getting ready to have to like go and beat these joints. Like you have to sit them on a washboard and have to scrub these joints.
It don't matter, man. It's nasty.
Man, listen.
As a grown man,
I done had to beat a few pair of my
ain't equipment managing shit.
Look, I done had to beat a few pair of my drawers up against a wall.
Oh no. Hey, you know what though? Full disclosure, I'm not gonna lie, nigga. Oh,
we are
my God.
men. All of us have.
Nigga.
And if you a man out there and you say that you haven't, you just goddamn lie.
Fam, like, listen to me.
We are disgusting.
When I tell you my stomach was hurting one day, my nigga, I fucked around and sneezed. Holy fuck. And farted at the same time. I said, wait a second. Wait a second. That was wet, man. That was a little wetter than normal.
Hey, man, listen, man. All right, listen.
Threw them jaws straight on out, man.
I got to make this quick.
Hop right on in the shower.
I'm about to make this real quick, man.
I was like, oh, my God.
Please let me tell this quick story real quick.
It happened to me.
And it's funny. Look. This when I'm still in high school, man. So I'm kicking it with a girl.
Oh, we sharing today.
Live a couple streets over from me. Man, I done went showered, got dressed, headed over there, man. I got gas like a mother. I'm walking over there, man. I'm trying to get the gas out as I'm en route.
So you're trying to fart?
I'm trying to get them out, man. I'm just like, they just keep coming, won't stop. Man, I fucked around, let one rip, completely shitted. I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Push too hard,
man. Fucked around, had to turn all the way. Man, at that point, I'm like, man, you know what? I gotta take a whole nother shower. I'm wasting time. Like,
just go and walk back home.
Went on ahead, just had to hit her up. Like, I'm not gonna make it.
But then you had to take that horrible walk.
Oh, the clinch up.
And man, you already messy
listen,
at the bottom?
Hey, listen,
no.
we didn't fuck with the listeners long enough or whatever, man. They do not want to hear them.
I think
it was a real shitty situation.
I think they might enjoy getting some personal information from us. Because ain't nobody else finna admit this shit.
No, all the females is looking like, these are some disgusting bastards. All the men is looking like,
I dare any woman.
It happened to me too.
I dare any woman. You better not say a motherfucking word. You know why? The shit that goes on in y'all bodies, I ain't gonna mention it. Y'all niggas be secreting shit just throughout the day. You ain't got to clench nothing. You ain't got to sneeze or laugh at the same time. Y'all motherfuckers got shit going on in your bodies and y'all systems. So, ain't y'all could deal with a little shitty draws if y'all happen to see them. Because we don't actually mention the things that we see.
No,
we do not. We don't.
You know what?
We don't hold that against you.
You know what? And
That's a true statement.
Every show we end up getting into a sidebar conversation.
That's real
about
though.
some bullshit, man. But
It's
I gotta say, it was hard for me to propose to my wife because it was hard because I can't trust somebody who I ain't never seen go take a shit.
Oh, I got what you're saying.
Man, I'm like, man, I ain't never seen her go take a shit. And
I think that's customary when you like dating.
She's never passed gas in front of me.
I think that's customary when you dating.
No, but we're married, and it's still that.
Swear to God.
On everything. I don't know. Like she the goat, man.
She waits till you go to work, and she waits till
like, and I know she don't shit at work or whatever. She got to do it, but I'm talking about it ain't even been one of them ones where it's like, all right, she done took a shit before she got in the shower. She wasn't able to disguise it good. Like there has been zero indication that this woman shits, and it's bothering me because I cannot catch her, and she's looking like she feels like it's weird that I be trying to catch her, and it's like, no, I'm not trying to necessarily catch you shitting. I'm trying to find out if you fucking
like
human.
I'm trying to bond with you.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to figure this out. Like, are you an alien?
It was a rumor that Kim Jong-un didn't shit. Like he didn't.
Kim who?
The ruler of North Korea.
Oh,
Like he doesn't. The legend is he doesn't take bowel movements. But anyway, I don't know what that has to do with anything. But so when you finally catch her in the act, I got you. Are you gonna like celebrate with her? Be like, hey baby.
more than likely,
Y'all gonna have a shot?
I feel like it's gonna be one of those like, you know how they say if I tell you I gotta kill you. I feel like if I catch her shit, that's the end of me.
No,
man. Like if I catch her shit or whatever, man, it's definitely
y'all love it stronger than that. Y'all love it stronger than that.
I don't know, man.
Y'all two strike me as the type
prideful.
I'm surprised you said that. Y'all two strike me as the type that would like, you be brushing your teeth, as she's in there handling her business and vice versa. Like I thought y'all was that type.
Man. When I tell you, when I pass gas, she be ready to get into an all out fist fight. Like it's a brawl. Like, man, like it is the most disgusting thing in the world. And it's funny because she's respectful in the way of like she acts according to how she feels about it. But then me being the disgusting individual that I am, I get a kick out of it. So I'm trying to blow the sheets off the damn bed on purpose, straight up Dutch oven on that ass.
Ooh, I don't do that.
Oh yeah,
I don't do that.
I normally hit her with the Dutch
oven
when
is
she's
disrespectful.
No, I hit her with the Dutch oven when she's asleep because I know if I do it while she's awake, I'm gonna lose my whole wife behind that. But while she's asleep, and one of the ones creep up, and I look at her while she's asleep, and then I see her snore too. Like I'd be like, "You just got every single piece of that," and I take
her
pride.
mouth is open.
I take pride in those moments, and she has no idea
That's
that
nasty.
I do.
See,
And she's not, and I'm more than like I'm pretty sure at this point she's going to stop listening, so she's not going to know that I said any of this. And if you set me up,
she's one of those,
and hit me with the
she
clip,
can only last like 30 minutes into the pod.
oh man, she
Maybe 15 minutes.
As soon
into
as
the
we
pod.
start talking about taking shits and farting and stuff, it's a wrap for her. She yeah. So I'm going to ask you as the host of the JMatt show, can you not do me dirty this week?
Oh no, I'm not gonna put this as a clip.
Okay, you
I'm gonna do
promise?
that. Yeah, I promise. Because the other night, man, I got into the bed, and I think my wife inadvertently pulled a Dutch oven on me, man. I pulled the sheets back to get in the bed. And
Charlie,
oh my God, she wasn't expecting me to. She wasn't expecting me. She thought she was gonna slip one out, and I wasn't gonna be up here at this time because she never knows when I'm gonna come to bed. I'd be all type of hours.
that I one of the ones made your fist ball up by its damn self.
I got in the bed and I'm like, Shirley. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was like a funky sock. Maybe she left her workout clothes like too close to the bed. Yeah, that was it.
That's what you're gonna tell yourself?
Yeah, that was it.
Your wife.
She didn't
farted,
Dutch oven me, man. I don't believe it.
and you pulled the covers back.
And that's the other thing, man. sometimes like when your women, and we're done with this. I swear I'm done.
I was about to say we just spent a lot of time talking about this shit.
Sometimes your woman does not want to mess up how you view her. But sometimes like, I'd be like, man, like you too pretty for anything foul like that to come out of your crevices of your body. Like you too pretty for this odor to come from you.
I definitely can say that I respect the fact that she don't just be walking around just killing me like that. But it is weird that after all this time, like I've never just been like, hey, babe, where you at? I'm on the toilet. Okay. You know, like nothing. Just like.
You know what's amazing to me though is anyone, man or woman, who could let the silent but deadlies rip, but they don't be deadly. Like the silent ones where it's like, I didn't know anyone passed gas because there's no aroma attached to this.
That got to be my wife.
That's probably her, man.
Got to be.
Because my silents are the absolute worst. If I let a silent one go, I'm warning everyone to clear the room. Evacuate, nigga. Evacuate.
The way you just adjusted, we good?
Nah. Like when I got to lift up like that, that mean it's not silent. That mean it's a eruption by the hum. You gonna hear it.
So we good. So we fine.
Yeah, we fine.
Moving on, man.
I was just in the spirit of the conversation.
Because when we say that we with the shit, this is not what we really mean.
No, we ain't with that
It's not
shit.
what we mean.
We ain't with that shit. The next thing I had on my list of things to discuss was Wayne's topic.
My topic.
Yeah, I mean, it's Super Tuesday, right?
Super Tuesday?
Ain't that what today is?
Super Tuesday?
Oh, fuck, Wayne.
What's Super Tuesday?
Oh, shit. Edit point. Nope. This is when you vote.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Caught you off guard with the slang.
Yeah. Man, so
The political slang.
so man, so this is my thing, man.
It's all about microphone.
Like, so I had to ask this question. Like, when people say get out and vote, when you say get out and vote, do you mean get out and vote or get out and vote for who you want me to vote for? Because, you know, so I'm gonna have a real moment with y'all because, I can ask that question to people and people are gonna be like, no, you exercise your right to vote because your ancestors fought and they died and they... Shut up.
I do want your opinion on that, though.
Shut up. Listen. Here's how I feel. If I'm telling you get out and vote, it's me saying get out and vote with hopes that you're going to go and vote for who it is that I want. First of all, let's just be all the way real. Who the fuck wants somebody to go and vote for the other person that's not who you're voting for? Like, I'm pretty much asking somebody to go and become my competition if they're not voting for the person that it is that I'm voting for. Why would I want you? I don't give a damn about who fought for who. If you're going to use your right to go and vote for somebody that's different from who it is that I'm voting for, I personally would prefer that you don't vote. Because let's be all the way real.
So you think you speaking from the competition aspect of it?
No, I'm speaking from the reality of what people just not being honest about when it comes from being like, yes, get out and vote. When people say get out and vote, they're saying get out and vote with an assumption that if you're black or if you're what
I know what you mean. They're basically saying join us.
Join us. That's what you're really saying.
Yeah.
Because if you sit up there and told me, hey man, get out and vote, I'd be like, man, no, I ain't voting. Well, why wouldn't you vote? That's stupid. Well, you that's like you're disrespecting your answer. Well, I'm planning on voting for Trump. You are not gonna sit up there and still be like, well, you should still go and vote. And you voting for whoever it is that's going to. You're not going to feel the same. And all I'm saying is that it's okay to be real. Like the truth is, and I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna say it. If I'm telling you to go vote, that's me saying I want you to vote for who I want you to vote for. And if you're voting for somebody different, if you say I'm probably not going to vote, I'm going to be like, you probably shouldn't vote. I'm okay with that. I don't need you to vote if you're not standing on my side. So like you said, join me, but then the moment that it is that you say, yeah, well, I'm going to probably vote for Trump, then it's a political debate.
Yeah, and then
it's like, you just told me to get out and vote.
Yeah, like what you want me to do? Do
you want me to vote or not?
Do you want me to actually exercise my right as some sort of homage that I'm paying to ancestors, those who struggled through the 60s and civil rights? Or are you basically saying, let your voice be heard, because everyone should have their voice in this process. Like, to me, it's not a very integral thing. It's not about integrity. It's about it is a campaign. It's like marketing. It's like, how can we persuade these people who don't normally vote to get out and vote, but we don't want them to get out and vote and use their own judgment. We want to sway them to vote the way we want them to vote.
Like when they be talking about people who didn't vote. Like, what if all those people that didn't vote was going to vote for the other side?
Or those who vote independent. Talking about that's a wasted vote.
That's a wasted vote. It's not.
How are you to tell me my vote is wasted?
Those ancestors that you're talking about,
the fuck is wrong with you?
Like that, it falls in line with, because I didn't vote for who you wanted me to vote for. Now, it's not a wasted vote. So what if I would have went on ahead and voted for the opposite side of you, of who you voted for? Then is it still a wasted vote? Or now you want to dog me or whatever? Now look what he said. Like, shut up.
People blame.
Shut up. You're making yourself sound stupid by trying to control what somebody say and using all of these just manipulative ways to try to get somebody to do what you want them to do. Be real and say, hey, I want you to vote for who it is I want you to vote for. But because you're not going to say that because you're a coward, you want to sit up there and try to come up with all these other, like you said, a wasted vote, or you didn't, but you're not exercising your right because of your ancestors. And all this. Shut up. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
No, it's like the political talking points that people use that are just regurgitated over and over without any other independent thought inserted into these.
Cliche.
Yeah, super cliche, very cookie cutter. You hear the same things from every campaign, damn near every other year. It ain't too many slogans you can run on. You know what I'm saying? It's not too much new shit that you can do to try to reinvigorate or revitalize a voting demographic out there. It's not too much shit you can do. But if you are really out there working on campaigns and you're really proud of the party that you represent, I'm all for it. I think that's great, especially if you're into the political process like that. There's a lot of people that love government. There's a lot of people that love the United States. There's a lot of people that love democracy. A lot of people that love the Pledge of Allegiance, what we stand for. Great. Let that be something that can be a standalone thing. It doesn't have to be a monolith where everyone that votes needs to act or think the same way about the system. Like, look, it's cool.
I'm about to tap into somebody's integrity real quick for a moment. So look, and I'm gonna look into the camera as I say this.
Oh shit, you making eye contact.
I want to talk to you, that person that sat up there and went and heard looked at everybody's campaign. You heard what everybody had to say, and then you sat up there and looked and said, you know what? This person is running for the Green Party. Everything that it is that they stand for actually lines up with everything that it is that I actually really, really support and believe in. But then you was a sucker about it. You sat up there and went and voted for either the Republican or the Democratic Party just because it was the more popular party. And then you turned around and went and looked at somebody else that actually went and probably made the vote that it is that you wanted to make but was too cowardly to make. And you went and you was controlled by the masses. And then sat up there and went and told that person, you made a wasted vote. But you're not honest enough with yourself to admit that was the vote that you wanted to make, but you just wasn't willing to because you a sucker. And there's a lot of y'all out there, and y'all trying to make people that made a vote because they actually took a risk on actually making a change that they felt would probably actually better the economy or better our country. But you want to make them feel bad about it because it wasn't what you did, and they didn't go with the majority. You fucking sucker. I just wanted to say that. And I'm going to do a lot of push-ups because I had to drop that F-bomb.
That's 50. You got a good workout going today.
It's really about 75 because I done dropped a couple F-bombs.
You're right. I'm glad.
But that one, I meant it for every single last one of y'all that's out there sitting up there sounding stupid as hell, telling people how they should go about voting. But if somebody say they don't want to vote, so what? So that just means that whatever political party that it is that they probably could have voted for, should have voted for, didn't vote for, That just means that they should have did better. Whatever the case, man. However, this country is going to be ran the way the country wants it to be ran no matter what. And when I say the country, I'm not even talking about the people. I'm talking about the government. Stop being stupid.
Yeah. Politics is hilarious.
Man.
It's like I don't really talk about politics too much because I'm not involved in the political system. I am one who is not really a consistent voter. You know what I'm saying? I'll vote if I feel like it. I'm not really involved in politics. I'll admit. I'll probably get more into it as I get a little bit older and I calm down with all the other shit that I be focusing on. But I'm just not into it, and I don't really trust politicians. This is my own personal biases that I have. I don't really trust any of it. So it's really hard for me to put stock into something that I just don't trust on a fundamental basis. So I'm not going to really go out of my way to cast a vote if I'm not as involved as I feel like I should be, because that shit is really serious.
You know what? I'm one of them people that's always like never say never, but I'm gonna say this, and I could be wrong, but I never be into politics for real.
No,
you know, I'm. It's not gonna stop me from either voting or if I feel like I don't want to vote. Like, because here's the thing, I don't care. I'll admit it right here on the JMatt show, and don't care who know. The last election, the last presidential election, because see, I go and vote. You know, when it ain't just the presidential election, the last presidential election.
Even though you ain't know it was Super Tuesday today,
I didn't know it was called. What you talking about?
Oh, but you did vote.
Of course.
Okay, I got you.
But here we go.
My bad.
The last presidential election, I voted for everything on the card except for the president.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And reason being is because I didn't trust neither one of them.
Yeah.
Neither one of them. And I'm not going to sit up there and just pick my poison.
Yeah, I don't believe
I'd rather not pick.
I don't believe in the lesser of two evils.
I'm not going to, like a lot of people like, well, you not voting for either one of them. That was just a vote for Trump. No, it wasn't. It was a vote for nobody.
That's what people were saying to me, because I did vote independent the last election for president. I voted independent because I wanted to vote, so I just did independent. Like, I don't like either one of these candidates from these parties, so I'll vote for independent. I
exercised my right to have a choice to not vote for neither one of them because I didn't want to.
And it is also something that my ancestors fought for. The
exactly.
Right to or to not. Don't always think that it's the right to, because not everybody should fucking be casting votes. You have the right to, but not everybody should be going to them polls, because it's a lot of motherfuckers who just
like could you imagine coming? You didn't got in trouble in school. You didn't got in trouble in school, and you come home, and your mama like, take your choice. You get the belt or the extension cord, or nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with nothing. I'm definitely going with
That's like being like with the way that last election was. I don't care how you felt about the person that you voted for. The fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, based off of my views, it was the belt or the extension cord or nothing. And I chose nothing.
Yeah,
and I could do that. And I voted for the rest of the stuff. Watch out, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take nothing, Mom. So that's the political. Oh, no. I wanted to give a fact, because I found out about this, and I don't assume that anybody knows what I know or anybody knows what I don't know. If I find out something interesting, I'm just gonna go ahead and share it. When it comes to political shit, I don't feel like I'm gonna really get involved until.
I did not know it was called Super Tuesday.
Yeah, it's been called that for.
I've never, all these years, I've never known that was the name of it.
Learn
That's why when you was like, what?
Learn something every day, man.
I'm looking like, is it like a man crush?
Yeah, I completely
Monday,
useless
women crush Wednesday, Super Tuesday.
Now, like I said, I'm not gonna get completely involved in politics until I feel like, as a collective group of African Americans, or whatever we decide to call ourselves, indigenous people, or whatever it is,
right.
Until we organize our own party and therefore elect candidates directly in the interest of our party, just like you have Republicans and Democrats who stay tried and true to the basic founding principles of that party. Until African Americans have that, I don't feel like I'm going to get fully involved because we don't have articles of whatever that says this is what our party stands for. This is our whatever, our mission statement. This is our beliefs. This is what we won't do. Once we have that, I'll be good. Now, there was a party that was introduced, and this party, can you grab that? I'm gonna keep on talking. Oh, yeah. And when you come back, if you don't hear nothing I say, man, let me know because I'll be glad to repeat it. This party was the party that Dick Gregory ran on when he ran for president. And this party, for all those who don't know, I really would love to bring this back strong. This party is called the Peace and Freedom Party. The who? Peace and Freedom Party. All right. So, Smoke Dog, what up, boy? So this party is the party that Dick Gregory ran for president of back in 1968. So back in 1968, when he ran for president, he ran under the Freedom and Peace Party. And this party, I'm reading this from Google, just Wikipedia. They had broken off from the Peace and Freedom Party. No, wait a second. I just said that. Let me start that again. Gregory ran for president of the United States in 1968 as a write-in candidate of the Freedom and Peace Party, which had broken off from the Peace and Freedom Party. That makes no sense, but it's Wikipedia. Anybody can add their own facts to fucking Wikipedia. It says he garnered 47,000 votes, blah, 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 blah. But the biggest thing I'm trying to speak to is the fact that we developed a party and we inserted a candidate for black people in that party.
And and in your personal opinion, why do you feel like that didn't work out?
Well, it was the 60s.
I mean, so of all times,
yeah.
For,
well, you got to also remember, that was when assassinations was running. Yeah.
But
niggas was getting assassinated.
But you know what? So let something like that again happen right now, and then think about you talking about you voted independent, right?
Right.
So, and that's what it is.
This would be kind of like equivalent.
It would be equivalent. So let's say something like that popped up again. You know what's going to happen? You're going to have people that's going to still either go Democratic or go Republican because it's the popular vote. It's the popular vote. People are afraid of actually, because here's the thing. In order for me to sit up there and take a chance to sit up there and be like, I'm going to take my vote and go that direction, I have to be convinced and comfortable in believing that there's going to be enough people that's going to do it with me in order for me to go ahead and cast my vote in that direction to feel like that my vote was not wasted. I'm willing to waste my vote if that's the way that it is that you want to view it. I don't care, because the thing is, if that's what I believe, that's where I'm going to use my vote. Why should I go against what it is that I stand for to go with the majority?
But that's why
if what the majority is doing is not where I stand.
But that's why I said if we had a party that had, I don't know if the Freedom and whatever party had everything outlined. Like I said, I would imagine that they did, but it was relatively new at a real volatile time in our history. Now, I do believe the Black Panthers had a connection with that party as well. I think they're the ones who started the party, and then Dick Gregory was the first black man to run as a president under that.
Everything you're saying I agree with. I'm just talking about the mentality of people today. I think that if we had something established like that, I feel like it would get treated no different than how the Green Party gets treated. Just because it's not popular. Think about everything out here right now. Everything out here right now. Especially, and I got to say this about us as black people, me included. We care about what's popular. We care about what's popular.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we wear certain brands of clothes. That's why we drive certain cars. That's why we are the way we care about what's popular. That's why certain stocks. That's why certain stocks are big. Think about it. You got people that sit up there and buy the iPhone because of the brand. It's about the brand. The Democratic Party and the Republican parties are brands. They're brands.
Republican, Democrat.
Samsung. Look. Republicans and Democrats are Apple and Samsung. Apple and Samsung. On paper, LG has a phone that's actually better than both. But because it is not the popular brand, people are going with Samsung and Apple constantly. And the Green Party is LG. Nobody wants it. Flat out. That's
Well,
it.
Well, niggas definitely fuck with iPhones more than.
we'll leave it there. I don't want to get into too much more of a political conversation. We have my homie Smoke Dog. He didn't join the pod,
I'm here.
so we got
They
another
don't
voice.
see you, but
yeah.
we
As long
see
as they
you.
hear me.
Pull the mic up if you want to make sure they hear you.
They can hear me now.
All right, so I got two
on?
stories I want to basically talk about. Yeah, he on.
All right.
I got two stories I want to pull up, and I'm gonna read a little bit because I think I should give y'all a little bit of accurate information on these. So this came to my attention today. Shout out to Zoe Williams out there on the West Coast, man. I was listening to his show, and he had a fact on there that it kind of blew my fucking mind, man. And I swear, man, this country is amazing. I mean, we talking political shit, so the segue fits. This is an article I found on CNN. Now, this article was from February 26th, so a couple weeks ago. I just missed it. Again, credit to Zoe Williams for bringing this to my attention today.
Okay.
CNN says House passes bill to make lynching a federal crime in historic vote.
Yeah. About that.
All right. I know some of y'all want me to repeat that. I'm not. I'm just going to read you some details. Washington, D.C., lawmakers took a historic vote on Wednesday. This is past tense. When the House of Representatives passed legislation to make lynching a federal crime.
Right.
The House passed H.R. 35, anti-lynching legislation introduced by Democratic Rep. Bobby Rush of Illinois. It's called the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act. Mm-hmm. Marinate on that for a minute.
Right.
And we all know who Emmett Till was. I hope you do. He was the first victim of Jim Crow that touched me as a kid. I remember I was in elementary school. I will never forget watching that shit on Eyes on the Prize with the open casket and everything.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Definitely.
It says that the measure passed with broad bipartisan support in a 410-4 vote. Independent Rep. Justin Amash voted against the bill along with three Republicans,
three,
Thomas
yeah.
Massey, and I want to make
I've
sure
seen
we
them,
put,
'cause they have
I
faces
say
to
the
those
names
names too.
to the
There's
niggas who would vote
seen
no against the bill. Thomas Massey, number one.
Right.
Number two, actually. Ted Yoho and Louis Gohmert. These individuals voted no. Let me tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
They said that the bill is an overreach of federal government and tramples on states' rights. Marinate on that. I done gave you about three things to marinate on. But I'm going to just conclude it with this. Nancy Pelosi, not everybody likes Nancy Pelosi, but she did celebrate it. She said today Congress has an opportunity to acknowledge its responsibility for its historic failure to confront and end the horror of lynching in America. Now, I was fucking surprised that lynching was never outlawed and that them motherfuckers just did it in 2020.
I can see that.
What are y'all
I thought
thoughts
that
on that?
shit-
On the fact that lynching, how horrible, deplorable, and you know that shit is directly related to African American
Clearly.
history in the United States, that is just now passed as a federal crime, nigga? It's 2020?
Yeah.
Like, it's so many shit. It's so
Well,
much
they
shit I
still-
could
that's
think
'cause
about this.
They know
Say
they
about
need
this.
that shit. Like they still doing that though. Like there's states where there's still niggas swinging from trees and shit though.
I
Like,
mean, remember
it's
those
crazy,
cases?
though.
We had some cases in
Still
Ohio.
happening. You right, we did.
Remember
have
that boy
case in
got
Ohio.
found swinging from a tree in the
Right.
suburbs?
I do remember that. But that shit, they still have that going. You wouldn't think that that's still. I wouldn't think that that's
Fam,
still.
come
I ain't
on,
gonna
man.
lie. Like, niggas
That
swinging
shit
from
surprised
trees,
me.
though, niggas
Man.
That shit
still-
really surprised me. fam.
Like that shit. They
Man.
still doing it.
Man, what kills me is how
Oh, anytime Wayne start off with the calm voice, you know he about to go the fuck in. Go ahead.
I ain't even about to go in.
He say, "You know what?"
I ain't even about to go in.
Anytime he
Gotta
rub
get
his
real.
beard and say, "You know what?"
What gets me is
What
how stupid people are in the way of, all right, yeah, you didn't sit up there and voted against an
lynching. From an anti-lynching, you voted against that, and you actually found a way to be able to justify that shit. The people that's actually stupid enough to be like, oh, okay, and still find a way to support the people that then voted against it, but then want to say there and say, but I'm not racist.
Man, that's what
like
this shit is built on though. So I mean, it don't really surprise
but
me.
here's my thing.
I ain't gonna lie, but
it's so crazy, man. Since Trump has been in
lynching
office,
is
man,
like-
do y'all realize that all this happened is that he's just pulled the sheet off a country that was already like all you did was just reveal the truth about a country.
He pulled off the Klan sheet.
That's
I'm about
it.
to say, he pulled, right?
He pulled the Klan bedspread back.
Hey, these
Clearly.
motherfuckers got bold, didn't they?
I was about to say some of these niggas is getting bold. Now I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had any Pacific run-ins with them being bold, but
Who?
just
When you
like-
say these niggas getting bold, who you speaking
you
about?
know what I mean? White people.
Did you guys hear what Joe Biden's speech?
No, what?
Fuck! Oh my God! Now you
I
mentioned
just posted
they're getting
something
bold.
with Joe Biden today.
Definitely.
Listen to what Joe Biden said about the need to take criminals off the street. Not just criminals. He was speaking to people who grew up the way that inner city kids grew up, with a lack of social development, a lack of resources,
Right.
all this shit that they say they plagues inner city kids that gets them on that pipeline to prison. This motherfucker said it don't matter that they was deprived as a child. He said it don't matter they didn't have access to the resources everybody else did.
Right.
It don't matter that they grew up in deplorable circumstances in the projects. It don't matter. None of that shit. When you coming into my house and you threatening my family, my kids, my wife, I don't give a shit where you came from. You need to be off the street. He said, basically, we
Biden
need
said
to
that?
get these people off the street any way possible. And you want to tell me that's not directly, I'm not speaking to y'all,
No.
but anybody
I
out
ain't-
there
you
viewing
good.
who
You good.
would have some type of disagreement, when we look at the agenda that's going on, we see the murders and police going ham. Dude, the politicians are saying these people need to be off the streets by any means necessary.
Well, they pushing it.
So if you need to murder them, murder them. If we need to put them in prison forever, put them in prison forever. If they can't get no bail money, fuck them. These are our politicians saying it. So when anyone who looks at the situation and say, oh man, it is what it is, and is basically arguing that there's any type of agenda behind it, you're a dick. You're the person that Wayne was just talking about who said, fuck you. I might do some push-ups. But for real, that's where it's coming from. So I don't really like to argue with anybody who likes to basically shoo you to the wayside as you being a, what was the word you said for conspiracy theorists? A conspiralist. They want to put. They want to tell you. They want to say you. They want to put you in a conspiralist in
When
a
you're
category.
a conspiracist and a realist, you're a
At the
conspiracist.
same damn time, it makes a lot of sense to me. I'm rolling with conspiralists. I'm one of them niggas. So when you got politicians out here saying crazy shit, you got Trump saying crazy shit, and then motherfuckers want to look at you like, who's racist? No one's racist. We just want to make America great again.
Man,
Racist
listen.
again. What, racist-
Hey, man,
man.
like,
Make it white again. my nigga. That's all it is.
So here's
It's
the
definitely
thing.
white again.
Here's something else I want to say to the voters, and another thing or whatever, man.
How did we get back on Trump when we was talking about the lynching shit?
Yeah, we talking
Right,
about.
they just clearly
excuse
so
me,
connected.
Completely related, right?
So
it
Exactly.
rhymes.
So
Trump,
connected.
Lynch, or whatever. Like
So
it sounds the
connected.
same to me.
Silly me.
But first of all, I want to clarify something. I think I might have misspoke earlier or whatever when you was talking about Super Tuesday. So you do notice a difference between what's happening today and what's happening on March 17th.
What's March 17th?
March 17th is that's when you're going, like when you're going to
Is that a
vote.
Tuesday?
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just.
I know it's St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, it's drinking day. Nobody voting.
It
Fuck
is a
that shit.
Tuesday, but when you voting for the stuff for your city
Yeah.
and your community and all that kind of stuff like that. or
But that's
whatever.
what today is.
Huh?
That's what today is.
Today was the one. I thought today was the one with the presidential.
Was it the primaries?
Yeah, that's the primary.
But then they also had other shit on the ballot too.
No, the other
Clearly, I didn't vote.
No.
I didn't
That's
either.
no. The one for the 17th. That's what that one is.
Oh, so today's not Super Tuesday?
Is it Super Tuesday? See that's
can't
a new,
even answer
that's
that
a new
one.
word for me. Well, what I was misspoke was I wanted to say
I can't
I
answer.
am look that up for because if I'm not mistaken I believe it's March 17th. But as far as today, I think that was something different. But I am happy that because I've moved to a new community. So I had to go and get all of my stuff switched over and get registered and everything like that.
Yeah, Super Tuesday, March 3rd.
Okay, but look what that's that one. But look at
It's 2 Super Tuesdays?
no, look at the other one.
You can't. Every Tuesday can't be super, nigga.
He said it's too super.
I'm talking about the different voting shit.
Oh.
Like what's on the ballot, like type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm still debating if I'm gonna exercise my ancestral right.
Man, you just be picking the lesser of evils, man.
No, we had that conversation. I'm not picking no lesser evils. I'm gonna probably just go independent. Oh, that's the primaries on the 17th. Okay,
Right,
Nah,
yeah.
I got you. Well, just to get back on the Emmett Till lynching bill, which is crazy. Like, how dare you name it the Emmett Till bill? Like, the fuck is wrong with these people, man? I wonder how many black people were present when that vote took place, or how many black people were involved in naming
I was
the
about
bill.
to say, but
Hey,
people
look,
probably
I'm
was
about,
pushing for
can
that
I
shit,
can I
too.
get myself in trouble real quick?
You about to do some more push-ups?
No, I ain't gonna do no
You
more
was down there doing
push-ups.
push-ups, nigga?
That was last week.
He finna.
But fintu, that's another JMatt dictionary word.
I fuck with fit
Well,
too.
how y'all feel? How y'all? Because we're residents of the Cuyahoga County community. We're from Cleveland. How do y'all feel
Heights, to be exact.
about Darrell Scott?
Darrell Scott.
Are you do? First of all, do you know who he is?
I feel like
You know you got to inform the listeners.
Do you know who he is? So Pastor Darrell Scott
pastor.
Of
Pastor.
Of what church?
of New Life. Is it New Life? No.
New Birth?
New
New Life is
Where
right
you-
there
you see-
on...
No, New Life is a gym. Hold on. New
No, there is New Life Community Church.
yeah, no, it's New Community. And
whatever,
that's
man.
not his
He's a-
that's not his church.
I'm
He
saying
he
he,
is
He went to Height.
hold on. No.
Oh, she's...
Hold
you
up.
got to have your facts,
I
man.
need-
Hold on, man. Hold on.
I'm
No,
like,
because it's
what
on the
you
tip of my tongue.
I don't be knowing niggas' names, but I like
new-
faces.
new-
I know faces more than like names. though.
What is the name of the church? New
I mean, Google
It's right there.
Google
right
his
there.
name.
It's a
I
church
am.
name. It couldn't be too many. New what? Faith? Like what?
New Faith,
The,
right?
the
Like
damn
what?
church right
New
there on
Missionary
Mayfield
Baptist
and
Church?
Mayfield and
Richmond?
no Mayfield and Lee Road.
New Religion, Mount Hebron,
Right. Shut up.
Secondary First
He said New Religion.
Baptist Community
Mayfield
Fellow
and Lee.
Bibleship.
It's
Oh my
Ain't that
God,
the
I
citizen over there?
hate.
Well,
Huh?
does
What you
the,
say?
does the name of his church matter as much as what you was about to say?
Well, I'm just letting you know. The point is that he's a Trump supporter,
okay.
a huge Trump supporter. You know,
Okay.
black
And
man.
he's a pastor, so it don't surprise me.
Uh,
Go ahead.
My man.
the point of what I'm trying to say is that I feel like you made comment of talking about what black people might have been present during the.
So he was there.
I don't know, but I just feel like
You feel like he was.
Like,
I feel like
no type was
he
there,
might
huh?
find some
You feel
type
like
of
he should have
way.
been there, huh?
New spirit.
New Spirit,
New spirit. That's
Yeah,
the name of the
right.
church.
Yeah, new spirit, new religion,
New life,
New life.
new
New
revival,
life,
nigga.
new life, new community,
That's
new
about
spirit.
right.
new spirit. But you know, I want to be respectful. But
Was
at
he
the
one of the
same-
ones that was in there that was
Yeah.
with him? That put their hands on him? Was he
Yes.
one of them?
Yes, he was.
Them niggas look stupid. They don't even know how stupid they look. Oh my god, man.
Yes,
oh my
he was.
God.
Wait a minute, and then one of the
Them
oh,
niggas stupid.
one of the people in the room said,
Trump was looking at
Wait,
these
wait,
niggas
hold on,
like,
he
wait,
got-
y'all niggas
I
stupid.
sent this to you. Please,
I
tell
know
him.
you're doing a
Please
bad
tell him.
job of laying this of setting this up for everybody.
Oh my God,
I don't
did
think
because
everybody.
I
I don't think everybody saw.
I've been drinking on my red cup
yeah.
too much.
So
man, and I
anyway,
wasn't ready.
I
Wayne
know what you're
sent
talking
Wayne
about,
sent
yeah.
me something that said I think the headline was like it was a bunch of black people laying hands on Trump,
Praying
and
for
it
him.
was like they called him the first
And
black
then-
president.
One of
After
the
praying
people in
for
the
him, the nigga
room
was
said,
like,
"You are the
"You are-
first black president."
You really are the first black president. And they start clapping and
So
smiling.
I'm gonna let y'all speak to that.
Oh,
You
my
sent it to me,
God.
Wayne. Wayne, you sent it to me. Speak on it.
I ain't, but don't speak on that.
No, he said it.
dumbass
Speak
niggas.
it. Speak. What do you feel about that, Wayne?
Oh my God.
Man, to be
Is he the
honest,
first black or one of the first black presidents?
Man, hell no. First of all,
Why do you think they would say that? Are they all coons? In the
Man-
room? They was all coons.
Man, look, okay. So let me do this.
Get real,
I'm
man.
gonna try.
Do not be
Aren't they
PC.
past- were,
I'm gonna-
were they
can I-
pastors though?
So what I'm gonna do is the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a benefit of the doubt, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and just let Wayne loose.
Oh,
Benefit of the doubt is this.
PC.
Man, I watched a lot of people that it disappointed me, but at the same time, it has sparked me in a way of like, what the hell? What the hell is going on behind the scenes that we're not hearing or seeing? But more importantly, what is it that's going on behind the scenes that's making these people dismiss the things that this president has said and done?
Easy.
I look at
I know that
Steve
answer.
Harvey. I
Money,
look
nigga.
at Ray Lewis. I look at Darrell Scott. I look at these situations and
Ray
and
Lewis. Oh my God.
what the
Let's
hell is
name
it that what is it that like
name
if like what is it that's being said? What is it that you're being tricked into believing, or what is it that you're being paid? Whatever that's making you just sit up there and completely dismiss the fact that this man has flat out of his mouth made comments towards women, made comments towards black people, made or done all of these things to
And
make you be
grab
like
pussies.
exactly to make you say y'all got him misunderstood. He's actually talking about like it's just like
you know, dude.
what is it that he's saying that
Hey.
he's going to do that's making you overlook the things that he's done
Nigga,
or the
pull
things that
pull
he's
out
said, the
that
character
pocket,
that
pull
he's
nut out.
that he's
Hey,
displayed.
Bless y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what it
Pull
is?
you Up in here.
Is that what you think it
I
is?
need y'all to go ahead. Shh. Listen, pastors, man. They don't, what's it? Pastors and rep. They don't even pay taxes, man. If you
But-
bless them like that, come on, man. Like money, but money will have you talking. Will give you the highest praise. To
But
anybody.
No,
how
he-
much
no,
money
he
have
said-
you
no,
been
he-
paid to make you like you
No,
really
he-
thinking all of the people?
Regis got a point.
I'm
Yeah, he got a
trying to-
point.
Regis
I
got a
agree.
point because, and I want to speak. I want to just say it because damn, I can't believe we've been talking about politics long. But it's Super Tuesday. But he got a point because I was having a conversation with my brother, and that shit fucking cracked me up. My little brother is off the hook, nigga.
What? He is off the
Me
hook,
and him
bro.
is kind of we got the same type of personality, and this motherfucker is so fucking funny, bruh. So he's sitting in the group chat. I ain't gonna say what he said,
Oh, shit.
but we was talking about like politics, and for him, he simplified it. He simplified it. I like to simplify life too.
There's nothing wrong
He
with
said,
that.
"You know what? I keep it simple. I ain't vote for nobody trying to take away from my money, and I ain't voting nobody who trying to control guns." Reg like, yeah, I agree, but it's more than that. Chris
Why you
like,
had to
Chris
say it
like,
that?
nah,
You had to say it like that. He was like, it's more than that. He was like, nah.
nah. But what Regis
No,
just hit
real.
on, for some people, once you get into the tax bracket of those people who favor those also in that tax bracket or who aspire to get
Yeah.
to that tax bracket, typically now you talking my language
You
and I'm
definitely
fucking
talking
with
my
you.
language.
You might be racist. You might like to grab pussies without
Mm-hmm.
consent. But if you finna save me my money that I
Right.
done worked
the
25
plug,
years to
yeah.
build businesses,
He the
I
plug.
done failed at 5 businesses. Now I done hit on the one and I'm upwards of 50
And
mil
you
a
the
year.
president?
I'm fucking with the person who's not attacking my pockets.
Man,
and
stop
sometimes it's that simple. I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm just saying I understand it.
Hey,
And it definitely can happen.
listen. I get that
It
too.
definitely can
I get that. But my thing is
It
when
does,
you
trust me.
when you are putting yourself in the public eye,
I
and I'm looking like, damn, like that looks bad. So it makes me wonder, what the fuck did he do for you that made you say,
mean,
I'm going to
personally?
stand, I'm about to
Told
stand
you, man, I'm
front and
telling you.
center.
Oh, well,
Even
you
in the public
you ain't
eye,
gonna
like,
know
the
about that
public-
one.
Yeah,
even with
but
the
that's what
public
I'm,
eye,
but
though,
that's
like,
what I'm
doesn't
ultimately
that help
saying
them,
is
though?
that
Doesn't that
you,
help them though?
like
Being in
you,
the public eye, don't they have accounts? Don't they have Instagram? Don't they have Facebook?
So-
No, it don't
so-
help. It don't help you to
Don't
stand by
help.
Trump.
so with all that, being
Not standing
said,
by Trump.
it's so. But with all that being said, now
Wow.
I'm looking like, how can you look yourself in the mirror and not say, I've completely
sold out my community.
Easy.
But in addition,
I know how.
But in addition to it, I got all of these people
got
in
paid,
my.
though.
I got all of these people in
I'm
my
rich, bitch.
congregation that's sitting up here supporting this.
I know how.
And sit up there because I went and looked and I see all of these people that's like they love the man of God and they trust and believe the man of God where they are going against who they are, what they stand for, the deal that he made with the devil don't even apply to you. And you're actually supporting it and getting behind it because you love the man so much.
And the man,
You
the one that made a
tripping.
deal with the president.
That ain't even gonna
And
ultimately
now-
benefit you, but he's convinced you that it will.
Plug, though.
Nah, man, that
the-
backdoor deal
the
that they
president
had.
is the plug.
Now-
why would you not?
now
want
the
him on
preacher-
your side, though?
The
Like,
preacher got more money for the church anniversary.
and he plugged in.
The church has more money to spend on retreats. The church got more
Sorry.
money to
It's
spend
the
on
money,
staff.
man. I just really.
That's what I'm saying.
I just feel it's
It's
the
the
money.
money.
Like
You telling me
Hey,
that
what-
they ain't gonna get no
my
more
one dude
benefits?
told me like that whole thing with Oprah falling, with Oprah fell and shit.
Oh, we talked about that.
My nigga was like, nigga, Oprah fell, nigga. But nigga, that was $1 billion that fell, nigga. I don't give a fuck about y'all broke ass. I'm like, I feel that. I'm like, nigga, but Oprah still fucking fell. It was funny. He made it seem like, nigga, she rich though. Y'all niggas broke. It don't matter if she fell. I'm like,
Yeah, them people.
What
I
the fuck
get
is he
that,
talking about?
but
That is
I'm
like
nigga,
no point at all.
nigga, what
There's
the
literally
fuck?
no
Like,
point to that.
I'm like, nigga, well, just saying, like,
I mean, I'm talking about for a nigga to say
I don't people
$1 billion
be,
failed.
Like, yeah,
anytime
like,
anytime
I'm
you
like,
talk about somebody that got some
get
money,
that.
the first thing somebody gonna pop up and say, but they just got a check. You didn't.
right?
Or they
Like,
getting
yeah,
paid. You didn't.
he was
And it's
on
like-
it though.
But
Tell
she
me, I'm
paid
like,
though.
dude,
But she
he-
paid though.
I'm like, she bust her ass though. That shit was funny. I'm sorry.
And you
Like,
can still laugh
No.
at a
Right, that's
billionaire.
really
but-
all it
Not that you can't laugh because you
That
laugh
nigga
at
like,
something like that
huh?
because you
That
got these
nigga-
tight asses that don't got a sense of humor or whatever. It's just like just get out of here. Like that's why I don't associate with people like that. It's just like where's your you have no
yeah.
life as a
Well,
person.
yeah,
Let's
what
talk
it
about
is,
some
though.
shit that ain't funny.
Oh, damn.
And we gonna end it on this. We gonna end it on some shit that ain't funny. I'm gonna read this shit too. This shit blew my mind. I just found out about this shit yesterday.
Yesterday, it's fresh,
Yeah, man. Well, it's fresh for me.
bro. Okay.
I'm gonna read this article from the ThaiExaminer.com. I said Thai Examiner. This was posted December 26, 2019. 2 Americans detained at Suvarnabhumi Airport weeks apart with a single bullet in their luggage. Man, my homie from the Heights, Mike Jones, is in some motherfucking trouble. This shit's crazy. No, it's not Mike Jones from motherfucking Houston or where the fuck he is.
It's
down
Mike
south.
Jones from Cleveland Heights.
Right.
My nigga Mike Jones from his Heights. I'm gonna read this article, man, because this is a little bit disturbing. And what I'm gonna do is put the link to his GoFundMe on my IG and in the description of the YouTube video for this show. This is my first time ever donating to anybody's GoFundMe, and I just did that today as soon as I seen the link. So I'm gonna go ahead and urge everybody to do the same. And the article says that man, this shit crazy. Let me just go ahead and say it.
That shit is crazy. That
The-
shit fucked up.
Man, damn, this shit's fucking with me. All right, where I'm gonna start? It says that both men have expressed shock at being detained and claim no knowledge of guns or ammunition. One is still in Thailand awaiting the court hearing in March, while the other, a respected fire chief in Pennsylvania, was released and arrived home in the United States on Christmas Eve. So one was released, and one's still there. Mike Jones, our homie, is the
Right.
one that's still there.
Like this shit, yeah.
It says 2 disturbing incidents just over 3 weeks apart at the Suvarnabhumi airport have seen 2 Americans visiting Thailand arrested by security at the international airport after a single bullet was found in their luggage. The latest American to be arrested is still stranded in Bangkok, awaiting a court appearance after his family wired thousands of dollars to pay for a lawyer and bail him out, while the first American arrested, a 30-year-old veteran fire chief from Pennsylvania who was highly respected at home, was released and allowed to return to the United States for Christmas Eve, but not before spending time in a Thai prison. So he did go to
Yeah,
prison
you're right.
as customary, but he was released in
They
time to
just
go home
released
for
him, though,
Christmas.
Too, though? Like he didn't have no bail or no type of shit. They
He
just
had
released
bail.
him. He had bail.
They set bail, released him. So it says, I'm gonna read a couple things here before we dive into it, because this is one of the things I don't want to really be riffing on the facts. I kind of want to get this shit accurate, man. So a 37-year-old American on his first trip abroad chose Thailand to celebrate his 37th birthday. After having enjoyed his holiday in the kingdom, he was heading home when disaster struck. Michael Jones is an African-American man, the sole provider in his household, working full-time and studying at the same time to build a better life for his family. It says that he was passing through security on the way home. The American was dumbfounded to hear from security officials at the airport that a single bullet had been discovered in his duffel bag and that consequently he was being detained. The American man immediately reached out to his family in affluent University Heights. I didn't know he was in the same city I'm in.
Right.
He was fortunate to have the full support of his parents, Tanya Durden Jones and Mike Jones, to assist him from there. The older couple wired thousands of dollars to Thailand to pay for a lawyer and bail for their son, who was released from custody at the airport and later went on to stay in a Bangkok hotel. Now, what I understand, Mike is still in Thailand.
So he's out of jail.
He's out of jail, living in a fucking apartment, and they holding his passport. So he's basically hostage in Thailand.
Hostage, though.
And the crazy shit about this article, because I didn't read this article before today, is I didn't know there was another man arrested who had a bullet in his bag too. And they let this nigga go. Because he's white.
Oh, no, see, I didn't know he was white.
I didn't know that either.
Just told it right there, dude.
He's white.
Now you got the complexion for the connection.
Now, everything that I just read, or not just read, but have read in this article,
in each one of their bags.
everything that I read was basically the same exact story. So they had the same exact story. Everybody in Mike Jones' family reached out to their political connects, embassy, all the same shit. But I guess because the white dude was a declarated fire chief, he carried a little bit more weight than our homie, who's just a regular black man.
Complexion for the connection, nigga.
So that fact tripped me out. But the other thing that's weird is that two men who don't know each other both had a single bullet in their bag. That's strange. Neither one of them knew they had a bullet. They said the dude who was the white guy who got released back to America, he was over there working for General Electric. But it doesn't. But it don't matter. If this motherfucker say he had if he says he has no knowledge of why this is in the bag, exact same scenario as the black man who come to fucking celebrate his 37th birthday and on his way home, who wants to go home with one bullet? We're from Thailand.
And what is this one bullet about to do?
That's what I'm getting. I don't.
And how are you able to have the exact same scenario but not release both people? That's entirely fucked up, which is why I donated some money to that damn GoFundMe, bro.
And then my thing, and then it comes down to this. Where are all of these? Where's the NAACP? Where are all of these people that's supposed to like they're supposed to come march?
Where's the Rainbow Coalition?
Like where's everybody that's supposed to come and support our people when
where's
this
Al?
kind of stuff happen? Because obviously somebody's being supported because they made it home, and somebody didn't. Mm-hmm. But you know, like that. That's that, man.
So what they're doing is they're kind of extorting them. So he got his parents and everybody from the state sending money over there.
They want that money.
They're charging him to live there and won't give him his passport.
Yeah.
So you didn't let me out, so I didn't commit a crime. But you're not letting me. But you keeping my passport.
Keep my passport, right?
And making me stay in an apartment in Thailand, my nigga.
And it made me think I need 2 passports.
It made me think that I'm gonna be fucking double checking my luggage, man, before I go anywhere.
So double checking your luggage, it ain't gonna make no difference if they
just putting single bullets in nigga shit.
Because that could have been his check-in. He could have checked the bag, like, you know what I'm saying, and they did that shit.
Exactly.
And I used to work at the airport, so I know how them TSAs work. Now, I ain't never been to Thailand. I've been out the country and shit.
So TS niggas they be framing TSA niggas. They be framing people.
Well, he was in Thailand, so I can't that's different. He's out the country. like you don't know how other countries feel about us right now.
You know they don't have no extradition laws, which is why Russell Simmons went over there to escape the Harvey Weinstein smoke.
See, no, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they want
I ain't know
no
that either.
extradition,
See?
bro.
But see,
You go over to Thailand and hide the fuck out. Can't nobody say shit.
see,
Just like Russia.
so what I'm saying.
So they could basically abuse their power and keep the nigga if they wanted to, and like they would have
they
to.
gonna what I feel is it is the extortion thing. I feel like
It's definitely extortion, yeah.
because they didn't already spent plenty of bread on him already.
Yep.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? And old boy, even with old boy, like I said, I feel like he got what I don't care what he do, what his credentials is. Like he has the complexion for the connection to get the hell up out that situation
Absolutely.
versus Mike.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think it's no
Mike
secret.
Mike looks completely different from him.
Yeah.
Look, what I want to speak on this is that, of course, this situation gonna hit home more because of the
And Mike is
relationship.
like a cool dude.
Yeah,
like
Man, good
But
ass.
ain't
dude,
no
man.
rowdy dude.
Good
ain't
ass
no
dude,
like.
bro.
I ain't seen him in a minute, but I'm sure he got that same demeanor, man. Very
Always
laid back,
solid,
cool
man.
dude. Like he's not a loud hype dude. Like he like be chilling, like for real. Like,
well, I mean, we can all kind of like agree on what we know what that situation is.
Yeah.
I want to kind of address it from a bigger picture, not to overlook what he's going through, but to just shed a light on something else. That's like, who else? Like what he's going through right now, I can only imagine how many other people that look like him is going through it also that we don't know about. See, if we didn't know who he was personally, this would have been something that would have probably
swept under
got
the
swept
rug.
up under the rug.
Yeah.
'Cause
The
I just
only reason
found
why
out
we
about it.
talking about it
Yeah.
is because we know who
Yeah,
he
I
is.
seen it
But
come
what's
on.
crazy is that there's some other people out here in that same predicament that's going through it. But on another level, what he's going through right now, going on right here in the United States.
That's true.
How many people that's sitting up here locked up right now?
Wrongly
Wrongly
convicted.
all these wrongful convictions of people that it is that look like us, and other people, or better yet, people that look like us that actually do things, but then people that don't look like us do the same thing, and they do 6 months while somebody else do 22 years. You feel me?
Mhm.
This is the kind of this is the way that it is that I'm viewing this, and this is the type of stuff that it is that's not stopping. Everybody's so quick to talk about how we need to get out and vote because they worried about how much money coming out their paycheck for taxes and a bunch of other stuff. Like, man, do y'all realize, man, like the type of shit that we still really, really dealing with as people? I'm not talking about y'all, but
yeah.
like, man, like we don't address issues until it hit us. Until some shit hit home, that's the only time that it is that we want to address real shit that's going on out here.
Isn't that human nature though?
It is. But the point is this. Hey, but wait a minute, hold on. Everything that I'm saying, I'm not just saying it to y'all, not just saying it to the listeners, that go for me too. A lot of stuff we don't know nothing about, like until y'all even brought this to my attention. I didn't know who Mike Jones. I don't know him. Y'all know him. Y'all went to
Yeah, I
school
know
with him.
the
I
nigga,
didn't.
yeah.
I don't know who he is, and if y'all didn't bring it to my attention, I wouldn't have known. Real talk. But this is the type of stuff that it is that we go through. So what role do we really, really, truly play out here as far as making things better for ourselves? Because they not gonna do it for us. We sit up there like a lot of people. They talk about, man, go
We
vote.
all we got.
All right, so after you go and cast your vote, good job. But then what you doing after that? You sitting around waiting until the next election. What is you doing? Is you getting out here in the community to be able to do and help to be, or is you sitting around waiting to see what it is that your vote is going to do for you?
Waiting for the next Super Tuesday.
Man, I'm done.
Next Super Tuesday, man, then they'll exercise their right to fight.
No, they're gonna exercise their right to try to criticize other people that ain't got the little sticker to sit up there and put. Like that's what a lot
Criticizing
of
is
people,
fun.
They want to go ahead
And it's
they wanna-
easy
they-
to do too.
yeah, it's
Everybody
easy to do.
especially
They
now,
wanna-
everybody has a voice.
They want to put the little Ohio. They want to put the little Ohio sticker on and sit up there and say,
Right,
"I made a
right.
difference." And it's
Yeah.
like,
I voted
good
today.
job.
Right, yeah.
But what you about to now? You about to go and sit up there and raise a bunch of hell that's gonna make me sit up there and go and vote
or whatever for the other elections that you don't vote for to do something about people like you.
Hey, I'm waiting for the day where the motherfucker be like, I the person that with the I voted
Yeah.
sticker, and then like 2 months later, after all the results come in, they'd be like, "Oh shit, I fucked up, man. I shouldn't have voted for that
voted
bill.
wrong.
I read it wrong, man. I thought it meant this, and I really should have fucking stayed my ass at home that day."
Man, we don't
Right.
even half the time we don't even study the ballot to even
Hell
know.
no,
What, like man, like I
I
ain't
voted
gonna
for
front. I ain't gonna front. I didn't went and voted and looked and be like, shit.
I look
Like,
at that name like I don't even like
it's
the
a
way his
Democrat.
name is. Yeah, I've done that.
It's a Democrat,
And that's what they do.
We
They
don't be knowing what we
They
looking
take
at,
advantage of
man.
that shit. That's
I've
why
done
they got them shits. Be like, "Are you a Democrat?" And they just hand you a sheet with all the Democrats. You just like, "Oh, I'm not finna be that nigga, man." Just going in
I
there
feel you.
And
just
we automatically
checking shit
think
off.
because they are a person is a Republican that they just against what we stand for. We didn't sit up there and wouldn't voted for a Democrat, and we look up like, hey, what the hell happened?
And-
Yeah, this got fucked
and I
up,
will
but the
say this.
Democrat won. Yeah, he was fucked up too. Like,
I'm gonna say
what?
this, man, and we gonna fucking end the pie. I swear,
Republican,
y'all voters out there, people who really like this democratic process that we have in the states, man. I hope, and I'm speaking just to black folks. I hope y'all
He
realize
said just the black
that
folks.
we as black people in this country, we're not born Democrats. Like, I just hope y'all know that that's like not in our DNA. And I hope y'all do realize that a lot of fucking black folks in this country, a lot of your black leaders were Republicans before this whole Democratic shit switched
that's
over.
real.
And a lot of these Democrats are more racist than the Republicans. we'll go ahead and say that. Because
real.
Trump was a fucking Democrat. He switched to the Republican Party because he knew he could win as a Republican. So I'm gonna just go ahead and end with that shit.
No. I can't let you.
I'm gonna
in.
end mine. I'm
Let- let- let-
gonna end mine, cuz.
Comment on that.
He
People
said
know
I'm
that
saying
shit.
mine.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna end mine,
People
cuz.
know that
Man,
shit. He gonna say
listen,
cuz.
listen. Man, I'm not saying like one of my boys told me. He said it don't make no difference whether it's red shit or it's blue shit. It's all shit.
Shit.
It's all shit. and what a lot of people don't realize, man, like
There's separation,
the
though, man.
black
That shit-
community has been convinced that because you vote Democrat, that automatically means that the Democrats are taking care of black people.
Well,
and
especially when
the
you had
Republicans,
Obama, nigga.
and,
Obama
right,
was the Democrat. Like, that was our, you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
But
Like,
black people have been feeling like this for
so-
years.
Bill Clinton.
I feel you. I'm just saying though, like, especially once Obama though, it really like.
But the thing about
shit.
it is that what
Bill
people,
Clinton.
what people, and I'm not even gonna make it about black people. I'm just gonna say people in poverty. Like, get out of the mindset of being concerned about what your vote is going to do to be able to help to give some extra benefits to your lazy ass. And I'm talking about the people that's actually lazy. I'm not talking about people that ain't got no money that's actually working hard to actually get better. But you got people that's really sitting up there living just to keep their benefits, just to keep their Section 8, just to be able to keep food stamps and shit like
know
that.
a lot of them
and
bitches.
it's like, and I'm gonna say it right
Not the
here.
Section
I'm gonna
8.
say it right here.
I know them hoes.
From a middle class perspective, it actually made me mad at one point to be like, hey, you get to a certain, like, the middle class is really the struggle, because it's like
It is.
you doing enough to take care of your
You right
business,
there.
but at the same
It's
time,
the middle. That's
you looking at the people that's not putting in the work that you putting in, but that's damn near living better than you because of all of their benefits, and they sitting back taking advantage of it in a way of being like, I'm gonna find a way to be able to do this shit for life, opposed to use it as a stepping stone to be able to get to the
Yeah.
next level. And that's the type of shit that it is that I don't respect. That where I'm looking at my people, or even people that ain't the same color as me, but the people that's still doing the same shit, get up off your ass and do what it is that you're supposed to do, because you fucking it up for the people that's actually trying to do right and trying to help y'all out with the stuff that it is that we pay out of our pockets. But
Nigga,
it's the
man.
JMatt show, and I'm gonna let him go ahead and sign this off.
Yeah, man, kids are currency. I'm gonna go ahead and I do want to recommend before we go. Netflix is the home of the best documentaries, in my opinion. And if you have a stomach, if you don't have like a some stuff is sensitive material for people. Like, I know my wife can't really watch certain things, and I'll give you a comparison. Like the Khalif Browder story that Jay-Z did.
I haven't watched that all the way.
was
yet.
probably one of the most emotional things I've ever watched on TV. and it was really hard to watch. But if y'all got time, if y'all really want to get into the inner workings of government, if you will, watch the Gabriel Fernandez story. It's called The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez
Yeah, that shit
on
was
Netflix.
crazy. That shit was crazy.
It's super sad. It's a lot of layers to it. Like they hit all the layers like The Wire did. Remember how The Wire talked about the politics, the police, the street shit?
Yeah.
This documentary hit everything from the social workers to the police to the family to the teachers, every aspect of this child's life that ended in his death and demise. Y'all need to go ahead and check it out, man. It might change y'all's opinions on how this whole government and system operates. That's all I'll say, man. Just go ahead and check that shit out, man. Y'all want to say anything before we fucking end it? We've been going on this politics, goddamn Super Tuesday shit.
Yeah, this did just
Fuck
become
Super Tuesday.
a political thing, man. So the best way to be able to end off a political segment like this is to get some Cajun honey.
This nigga shut up, man.
Hey, wait a minute, hold on.
You be there all the time.
I gotta tell you this.
Man.
I made my own.
They let you make your own combination of flavors?
No. I'm saying
you made them at home?
I made them at home.
Your wife let you
Homemade.
fry
He said
chicken?
homemade.
What you mean? My wife let me fry? My wife don't let me do shit. I do what I want to do.
You said,
Right. He had to put. He did.
She ain't gonna see this part, is she?
yeah.
I think you.
If
right.
she watched the end, but
Oh, man.
she don't watch the end.
But no,
man.
like she,
I be
like,
getting all type of shit off because she
listen,
don't watch.
When I tell you, man, I wouldn't got the resume, man.
I be saying all type of shit.
I had to play with it, but man, when I tell you, way doper.
swear. Yours was better?
Hell yeah.
Everything is better homemade.
Hey, somebody said that to me. Like,
Everything is
everything's better
better
homemade.
Make some.
And bring them to the
Everything.
Bring them to the show, and then we're gonna have the real ones, and we're gonna eat.
You know what? No,
We're gonna try them
you know
out
what?
here on the show.
Hey, don't play games.
I'm
because
not playing. I like to
don't-
eat wings.
I do too. Now make sure I'm there. for
Yeah,
that.
we'll invite some
I
people.
made wing things. I make them whole.
I don't care. It don't matter.
Don't fuck with me. Okay,
I'm gonna have a panel assembled, and we're gonna judge the wings, bro.
I'll
I'll
make
be
the
there with
home
that one.
the home ones, and then you
I'll buy the- yep.
the other ones. Then fine.
Look, it's what it is. That's what we're
There it
doing.
is.
You gonna
I'll
come
be
wing
through
test?
It's
I'll
wing
fuck
night.
with
It's
the
wing night on the J
Yeah,
Matt show.
we're gonna have wing night.
It's wing night on the
Chicken
J
and
Matt show.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all tune in. We doing it. I'm not playing.
Hey, I'm dead serious, man. Then I ain't got to go. Then I ain't got to go get wings after the show.
Yeah,
Nah,
we gonna make a
End
thing
the
of
show.
it.
It's a party, damn
Yeah,
it.
we gonna grub out. That's what it do, man. JMatt show, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure that y'all fucking do what I instructed you to do. If you fuck with the show, subscribe, like, share, comment. Get into them algorithms.
Let's talk
goddammit.
some shit.
I ain't famous, nigga.
Let's talk some shit.
Out here, man.
Real shit.